Hey, what's up?
What do you know about Sable International?
Let me see. They're an international security firm, usually hired by governments to end revolutions. Or start them.
The last thing we need is a city full of trigger-happy mercenaries.
Whoa, social media's blowing up. They're setting up checkpoints around the city, doing random stop and frisks. This is crazy.
No, this is Norman Osborn feeling threatened.
Okay, Pete. This lab has feeders to lure in birds and analyze their droppings. Yeah, that's right. I got an MBA to test bird poop. Seriously though, you probably know that birds carry diseases that affect people, and we need to make sure they're healthy. You know, I really wish I was there to hear your finest toilet humor on this one.
Uh-oh. The pigeons are infected with a serious strain of avian flu. And it's already mutated to a form that can spread to humans. Okay, Harry's lab had everything I needed to make a vaccine. Gotta spread it fast, or the pigeons will be like rats with the bubonic plague. My best bet's dispersing it at 3 major migration points. Luckily, the station told me where they are. First migration point's in a park. Birds there should spread the vaccine to their buddies. Pigeons put up with me swinging through their territory, so I owe them a favor. I bet the Avengers never have bird poop missions. Here we go. The vaccine's airborne, so I'll just spray it into the trees. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. The spray won't bother people or other animals, but it'll cure the pigeons. Or trigger the zombie pigeon apocalypse. And one more left. I wonder what Jameson will make of this. Spider-Man spreads chemtrails, seems like a good bet. I like helping animals. They don't call me a menace or shoot at me or anything. I wonder if it'd be stretching things if I added veterinarian to my resume.
Way.
Okay, that should work fast. I'd better scan some pigeons to make sure. That did it. No zombie pigeons.
I like the others better.
Huh. Nikola Tesla fed pigeons here. So did Harry's mom. I remember her bringing this. Wish I could tell Harry, but he's not answering calls, texts, anything.
Quick interview for my blog?
The good work, man.
Just look natural.
Big time! Haha, you're the kingpin now, right?
Pardon me. Look out!
Spidey! I saw a demon. North of here. Whoa!
Has anyone else heard reports of Spider-Man literally seeking out clouds of smog to swing through? Is this the behavior of a sane individual? I'll tell you what I think is going on here. When I was a lad, there was a problem with juvenile delinquents sniffing glue to get high. Knowing Spider-Man's weak moral character and thrill-seeking personality, I'd guess the same principle is at work here. But inhaling toxic substances also damages the brain, which actually explains a lot about Spider-Man. He's swinging through the city hopped up on smog.
Ground teams, this is Stable Control. What's our status at the yards? Outpost X-ray under attack. It's the demon.
Better step in before they rack up a body count. Guys, come on! You're scaring the pigeons! I know I did your job for you, but no need to pay me. Action is my reward.
Hey, Pete. This lab monitors the health of marine life, and we've got a bunch of medicine on site if you need it. But the effects these diseases have, they are not something any living creature should go through.
Looks like there's a bacterial infection in the fish. I better take care of it before the food supply's contaminated. I found an antibacterial spray in the lab that should heal the fish. I just need to spray it over the water. And fast, before people start getting sick. First, I bet whatever's in those barrels caused the problem. Gotta get him out of the water. Just call me a friendly neighborhood garbage man. These barrels are smarter than some of the guys I usually fight. Now that it's clear, this is a perfect spot to spray. If I spread it evenly, the water currents will take it far and wide. Gotta cover a wide area. The fish will spread it to other fish, which is good. There's not much for me to swing from further out. Based on the water currents, there's another area I need to hit. More barrels. Definitely the source of the bacteria. I'll get rid of them. Great thing about barrels, they don't shoot at me. The downside is, I don't think these barrels appreciate my quips. All clear to spray. Come on, fishy fishies. This is good for you. This is why I never had an aquarium. I bet someone calls this into Jameson as Spider-Man, water polluter. Okay, time to find a spot to scan my finny friends and make sure they're cured. All clean. Well, by the standards of the docks. We stopped an outbreak before it started. It'll be tough for Oscorp to argue this station isn't pulling its weight.
Agents, this is Control. What's the situation in Longacre? Control, checkpoint under assault. It's the demons.
Folks, I have received unsettling reports of Spider-Man in our public parks where children play.
Oh, you can't fool me, Mr. Gruff Exterior. I know you love me, and I love...
This is Sable Control. Do we have an update on the situation in Clinton? Control, our APC is under attack by demons.
Those Sable guys might be able to handle this, but I can't take the chance. Hey, I'm not with those guys, but I'm still gonna kick your butts. Set my fan club for more demons. The demons are getting bold. You're welcome. Hi! We can fight, or, hear me out, we can barbecue. Ooh, getting brisk out here. Better go in. And without further ado... MJ, I'm at the first location on your list, and guess what I found?
Demons?
Give the lady a prize. See if you can figure out what they're up to while I introduce myself.
经老大压力太大，但是还是照常指挥。
当然，在他给我们力量时，我们也给他力量。他的能量还有牵引力，如不是，他的力量更大。
怎么会可能那样？
就是这样。我在里也一直为老板力量。
刚刚是为什么老板那么讨厌奥斯本？就降了。
你完了！这不下多久？
Oh, hey! You must be the JV team!
这些蛛丝太坚固了。
打到他！
那怎么做到呢？
Time for a shift change, huh? Good. 'Cause these other guys, not impressing me.
Peter, that place is supposed to be a bespoke furniture manufacturer.
From what I can see, it's more like illegal weapons. And this might come as a shock, but I don't think they're really bespoke.
The hipster assassins are gonna be so disappointed.
It's not that I'm not glad to see more of you. Oh, no, wait. It is that I'm not glad to see more of you.
你完了！
快放下！
这个地侠，你死气大了！
我们需要支援。
More demons. I don't suppose we could settle this with some fruit pies.
手榴弹了！什么流行？小心有树啊！
你能夺我们的力量？
手榴弹了！那是什么东西？他中招了！手榴弹呢？
这很
好看，我没用，要上了！手榴弹呢？
MJ, call the police. I've got the place secured.
Nice job. Anytime we can get guns off the street, it's a win.
Possible drug deal in progress. Nearest unit approach with caution. Officers needed on scene in Clinton.
Not long ago, the Demons committed another heinous act of terrorism when they took a tour bus and all of its occupants hostage. We have one of those occupants here with us now, a Mrs. Edna Packer of Edina, Minnesota. What happened there?
Well, these horrible men in masks came on board with guns and held us all hostage.
I think your shocks need some work!
Hold steady! I'll get him!
Now that's just rude. Here's your stuff. Knocking the ever-loving stuffing out of dealers is my anti-drug. Cops are coming.
We don't need your help, Ground teams, report on the situation in the Flatiron. Outpost is under siege by demons.
Turn this way. Demons are turning the city into a... Okay, the people in the top floor apartments are really annoyed with you right now.
开火！如果我们干掉蜘蛛侠，就能粉碎这座城市的士气。全部退出！
Silver Sable ought to put me on the payroll.
got an armed robbery. Please respond. Reports are coming in from Little Tokyo.
Guys! Guns to the face is not proper consumer etiquette!
Here, batter.
Resting Fist brought all the small-timers out of the woodwork.
Peter.
So if you're running this place while Mr. Lee's out of town, who's doing your old job?
Me. But I could always use more help. You know anyone?
Actually, I do. His name is Miles Morales.
Why does that sound familiar?
His father was being honored at City Hall.
Oh.
I talked to him at the funeral. He's a smart kid. He's just having a tough time.
I knew a boy like that once.
I remember it helped to, stay busy. Might help him, too. Here's his mom's number.
Thanks. I'll give her a call.
Hey, you haven't heard from Mr. Lee, have you?
No, why?
Just curious. I've got a few minutes before work. I'm gonna look around, see if there's anything else I can do to help you out.
Oh, you don't have to.
I know. I want to. I should check out Lee's office.
Lord, I thank you for this food and this place.
Maybe I should take a class.
Hey. Call for the body. You okay?
They said you were at the bottom.
His office is locked. How do I get in? Thanks. I appreciate it.
I don't feel safe anymore.
Maybe there's a vent somewhere. Huh. Never seen that room before. Whoa, what the? High voltage lines. What needs this much power?
I understand, but the account number is in Mr. Lee's office, which is inaccessible. I will call you back as soon as I can get that information.
That room I saw from the crawl space. It should be right on the other side of the shrine. Lee's parents. Looks like there's a keyhole in the frame. I thought Lee's parents abandoned him. Why build a shrine to the people who threw you away? This is the ghost story Lee's father read to him. About a demon that could only be mastered through balance. Lee did so much for New York. I can't believe he was hiding such darkness inside him. Lee's journal. Bet this fits the lock in the portrait. Lee sounds conflicted. Almost like he didn't want to head down this path. Some kind of puzzle lock. That seems right. Lee sounds conflicted. Almost like he didn't want to head down this path. This looks like that puzzle lock. Looks like this note is for May. Huh. The shrine in the photo is missing the picture. I see. Yes! Whoa. What are you hiding, Lee? Lee's giving his powers to the others. How does Lee imbue these with his power? Bioelectric... Lee sure is obsessed with masks. Is it a Jungian thing? Like, he needed to pretend to be someone else to let his darkest feelings out? Pretended to be a demon, until he became one.
Can feel my power growing, feeding off my anger. Father would say I've lost the path of balance, but he could never understand. The only way to fight a monster is to become one.
Creepy. Whoa. This is the folder MJ found at the auction house. This might help us figure out what Lee's planning next. Phew. It's a burn room, wired to destroy evidence. One more. The police had found this. Or May. Don't want to think of what could have happened. This is all about Norman Osborn. His whole career... Okay, through the floor grate. Now, how do I get out of here?
Hello, Peter.
Mr. Lee. I thought you were out of town.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Martin, you're back.
Get that.
Thank you.
And heading off again shortly, I'm afraid. Just needed a few things from my office.
You must have heard about City Hall.
Yes. Tragic.
Peter was there. He was very lucky.
And an Osborn rally. I didn't know you were a fan. Well, what matters is you are both safe.
Amen.
But the bombers are still out there. Who knows what they've planned next?
I don't think you or May have anything to worry about. As long as you stay away from places you're not supposed to be. Well, I should go.
When will you be back?
When my work is done.
Wait!
Captain Watanabe.
I finally got your evidence. Head to the Feast Center in Chinatown.
What am I going to find?
A nice lady named May Parker. And some really weird stuff hidden in Lee's office. But listen, he's got another attack plan.
Where? When?
Still working on that, but I think he's going to use something called Devil's Breath.
Sounds destructive. What is it?
A substance created by Oscorp. Probably a bioweapon of some kind. I have a folder full of info on it. I'm holding on to it for now. I'll send copies as soon as I can.
Okay, we'll check his office. If the evidence stands up, I'll put out an APB.
MJ, hey. Just checking in.
Peter, hey. Can I call you back?
I think you'll want to hear this. Wait, why are you whispering?
Just in the middle of something. How about we catch up over dinner? My place?
Oh, sure. I'll even cook.
Cool. See ya.
Wait, remember how you told me about Lee's corrupting touch? I think I just saw it in action.
How?
Some perfectly nice homeless people just jumped me. Thing is, they had glowing eyes. And I remembered Yuri telling me something similar about the guard who released Shocker.
So Shocker was working for Lee? It's all connected.
There's more. But I guess we'll talk about it at dinner.
Yeah, see ya.
Dinner? What should I cook? Oh, hi, Doctor. How are you?
Parker, exciting news. Come by the lab.
Like now?
This is my defining moment. Can't wait to show you.
Cool. I've got dinner plans. Can I come by later?
Dinner can wait. You need to see this, Peter.
Okay. Be right there. Wonder if this means I have a job again. Guess I can stop by. Just for a minute.
This is Table Control, requesting status update from Museum Mile. APC Oscar under fire. It's the Demon.
Sable guys might be...
I have to tell you, Triple J, I used to think you were exaggerating the dangers of the city, but after the city hall bombing...
You're in over your head.
Demons are getting bold. You're welcome.
Garvey Park Garrison, this is Control. What's your status?
Need reinforcements at Outpost Foxtrot. We're taking fire.
It's not like Sable International's on my friends list. The demons are way worse.
Guys, come on! You're scaring the pigeons!
A look of appreciation on the Sable guys is all the reward I need.
Over here!
This station may be safe, because it's helping test an Oscorp military application, cloaking tech. But I don't love using armed drones to test in. Someone might get hurt.
Not if I'm the one who tests it. Let's see if I can integrate the cloaking tech with my suit. Success! Energy field interferes with my web gadgets. Not exactly a keeper. Uh-oh. Those armed drones are malfunctioning. They're dangerous. And the self-destruct signal's not working from here. But cloaked, I can get close enough to trigger the destruct mechanism. That drone didn't go far. I'll download its data before I wreck it, so they can ID the problem. Okay, I need to get within 10 meters of the drone to stop it. And I'll need to be cloaked. Nailed it! Now I've got to go visible again so I can swing to the others. Boom! Sorry, drone, but your data lives on. Better you than me. Didn't see it coming, did you? I'm always breaking stuff. Another one bites the dust. Nailed it. Now I've got to go visible again so I can swing to the others. Boom! Sorry, drone, but your data lives on. Better you than me. Didn't see it coming, did you? I'm always breaking stuff. Another one bites the dust. Scratch one drone. Armed drones even legal? Stealth Spidey strikes again. Stealth mode was fun, but it's not worth losing my webs over. Hopefully Oscorp will figure out armed drones in Manhattan are not a good idea. But I'm not holding my breath. Now they've got the data they need. And the stealth tech is promising. Even if it needs work. I think Harry's station is safe. And if they ever work the bugs out, maybe I'll whip myself up a stealth suit.